welcome to Critical Tumble, where a bunch of longtime friends and internet nerds transcend geography through the power of Discord to play Dungeons and Dragons, and critically fumble a lot. We're really hoping for a little less of that tonight. We kind of missed last session because technical difficulties, but as a brief recap, this lot were trying desperately to get themselves prepped to at least gain some information about where one of Hazel's mothers and various of her siblings were being held. Some appeals to various higher powers were made. One of which, surprisingly, from the incredibly low whiz character, went somewhat better than anyone had any right to expect. So apparently a couple of Archfey are going to go looking for Lyra and Miranda, who they had confirmed that were had been plane shifted somewhere probably very unpleasant. Remy, meanwhile, there are no words for what Remy pulled again, but she very much changed the course of her destiny, and she's probably just really kind of hoping that's not going to come back and bite her in the ass one of these days, although, given her life so far. In any case, they got through town with a minimum of problem. The flashy one, the big silver one, and the flaily one actually managed to stealth with no issues whatsoever, while the rest of them managed to sort of lie their way through a patrol, partially due to one of them playing the mute. That was fun. They ran into an old friend of Hazel's, a fixture around town, who said that he did know where the reputed seneschal was living, and technically was not lying. It's just that, unfortunately, the adult green dragon had decided to murder him and take his place. So they turned up in the dragon's lair with the hanging body of Ferreris, the artsy elf.
Make it for like 6:30.
And did kind of offer them a take some of your people and back away, but nobody asked any kinds of questions about any of that because it apparently never occurred to anyone that the sneaky individual might potentially have ways of making others suffer for their complete lack of finding out any kind of information whatsoever. You guys are going to pay so much for that. Anyway, point being that after various bits of trash talk, Alice popped the wings, and we are going right into it with I will have you all roll initiative.
Fake me.
That's
12.
20.
12 for me.
Praise the power of monks, and also 14 here.
17.
21.
Okay,
Since I do have the dagger and technically have advantage on initiative, although it didn't do the thing. I'll go ahead and roll again.
does. You know this by now. Are you going to roll again or not?
Yes. Okay, 21.
Pity's sake. Okay, so Darvin.
Okay, I'm confronted with dragon.
It's a ways away from
Okay.
you.
Well, yeah, and no real clue just what to do. So, let me move my character sheet out of the way here. I need 3 monitors now. Okay, so good, I'm there. So I will move, get a little closer and a little more spread out. Can I move there?
Yeah, should be able to. So, blink.
Okay, that works. Um,
Sorry, I thought that was where you. Anyway.
it was one more over, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. So Darwin, faced with giant dragon, not really knowing what to do. Fuck it, he's just gonna pull out. He's gonna pull out his viol and start playing. And after a moment, just find the tune. He's gonna just keep going with the same energy that he used, throw in that insult, and basically start verbally, lyrically cutting the dragon off at the knees. This is also going to be counter charm. I'm doing.
Against what?
It was all I could think to do.
You can't cast counter charm when he hasn't even charmed you yet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I significantly regret having given you that freaking dagger because you always wind up going first and you never have any idea what you're gonna do. Anyway, sorry, what are you going to do?
Okay. All right. Well then. Okay. Fuck it. I'll just magic. I'm just magic missile him from here. A couple. And see. It's a start.
Okay, go forth.
Okay. Oh, hang it. There. Okay. And scrolling. Magic missile.
What level were you? Well, it doesn't matter because if you don't call
Yeah.
it, you're calling it.
No,
at
it was just the
lowest
one. It was.
possible
It was just the one. It was just the one level.
Yeah. Can I remind you again that when you cast a spell, it doesn't matter if you're only casting it at the base level. You have to tell me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Bonus action.
Bonus action. I'm going to. Inspiration is supposed to go to Remy, except I'm actually talking to the dragon when I say this. You've harmed our favorite tiny paladin. You are now going to die at the hand of our favorite angry paladin. And pointing at throwing a 1d8 at Remy.
From an out-of-character perspective, what tiny paladin did he actually harm?
Well, Skylar.
Not technically a paladin yet, but fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, aspiring. As far as Darwin's concerned, she is.
Okay, fine. We'll with that. Remy, take your 1d8. Froseth.
Thanks, let me fix my camera.
Should be able to get right up to him with my 45 feet of movement, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Dear
Just-
God, bug speed.
I'm gonna attack.
Go forth.
$17.
Nope. Skates
Nope.
off the scales.
Attack number 2.
Definitely.
That's lower.
Bonus action?
Key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
18.
You bruise a knuckle.
And again lower. Whole bunch of nothing.
Okay. At which point, this is where we start getting into some exercising my my drawing skills shit. Because now we are coming into lair actions.
Oh, good.
Which means, let's
Mhm.
see. 5. Why are you not drawing for me? Stupid fucking thing. Okay, fine. We'll do freehand. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, well. Do I have an eraser tool? No, I have a clear drawings tool. Okay, let's try that again. Right. So that's 5, 10. Shit, I'll do it in red. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's really all I need. Anybody in those lined areas,
That's everybody.
except Fursa, who's
Yeah.
basically more or less on his own.
Yeah.
A wall of tangled brush bristling with thorns springs into existence on a solid surface, which means everywhere there. Darwin is forced back, and yes, this is one of you at a time. So, make me a. Actually, everybody in that area, make me a dexterity saving throw. Yes.
10.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Hooray!
21.
9.
Nat
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Yep. So, hang on. That's 8. Okay, so Ava and Darwin take 15 points of piercing damage. And yes, Darwin is pushed over that way. Ava is also pushed back over that way. Nye is also pushed back that way. Hazel's pushed that way.
15, you said?
Yep, hang on, now I have to... Oh, there we go. Remy and Alice, however, are pushed forward. And you guys take... Everybody else, Remy, Hazel, Nye, and Alice take 8 points of piercing damage.
I got a nat 20 on the dex
Yeah,
save.
but you still...
Oh, okay.
If you succeed, you take half. It
Nope,
doesn't say anything about critting, unfortunately, for a save.
Good.
So yeah, that's basically you've got 5-foot wall that's blocking your line of sight at this stage. I mean, Ava's got like 15 feet of it, although moving to the side, she'd probably be okay.
Mm.
Okay, so that's lair action. Nye, you've got 15 feet of thorned wall and a whole lot of ow between you and the dragon.
So I'm gonna try to hiss out, as hoping the dragon doesn't hear. That just as quietly as possible, saying, "Don't form a pile." Then I'm gonna step over behind Ava and then diagonally forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to get out to there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, about there. Okay.
And I hate to be the one-trick warlock, but Eldritch Blast.
I think Remy is the only one who isn't the one-trick warlock, but that's because she's not just a warlock.
So 13 on the first,
Nope.
and 24 on the second.
Roll damage.
Hold on.
It's a start.
So the question is, did we program in the thing where it
Yes.
adds my... Okay, so 4 points.
Hang on a minute. Okay. Bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Actually, that kind of worked out for Alice, because her flying speed is 40 feet. And it just gets her directly up to there. Hang on, I need to check something.
I'm picturing the thorns popping up behind her and her using that to toss into the air.
Well, between that and the wings, yeah, kind of. So, wee. Given her bardic hoodoo, she
And
does
she's cool
make
like
it.
that.
She does make it as much of a spectacle as humanly possible. Let's see.
She's cool like that.
She tries. Okay. Alice is going to use Defensive Flourish, spending a Bardic Inspiration point to, if she hits, deal some extra damage. Purple Peril has not failed me yet. So that's attack 1. So that's...
That dice is a nightmare.
Be glad I'm not rolling it for the dragons.
I was going to say, let's be grateful the dice is on our side.
Jesus fucking Christ. And that's plus, so that's 9, 17, 19, so yeah. That adds to her AC, so she's currently the most solid of you. Unfortunately, the next strike. Oh, I forgot the ice damage. So that's 19. Yeah. Second one skates across the armor as it tilts a shoulder so that he's not offering her quite such an easy target this time. So that's okay. Saving back the inspiration dice for the time being. So, Remy.
Okay, as summoning her new sword.
It does
An
not
action.
cost an action. We've been through this with Ben.
Oh, okay. Then she.
And to be fair, you never did that with the new sword anyway. You didn't do the rituals necessary, so you're still carrying it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. She
Didn't have
draws a
time.
sword, casts her mage armor, and casts Vow of Enmity, and then she runs 30 feet forwards.
What's your AC without your armor?
I am not sure.
10, apparently. Yeah, no, it's still worthwhile because your base AC is now 13 plus your Dex modifier, which, if I'm recalling correctly, is 0.
Yes.
So your AC is now 13. Leave us to be remembering this for when things start being unpleasant. Okay, so you've summoned your sword, you've cast Vow of Enmity, your walking speed is 30 feet. 5, 10. You can't get close enough.
Yep.
So, blink. One thing I didn't do was set up your Eldritch Blast, which you do have, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's just
Just
I
making sure.
did
Yeah,
an action and bonus action. I'm done.
fair enough. Okay, so yeah, you've sort of come up behind Alice and kind of ducking uh, swung scimitars, which means tail attack. Actually, no. Nope. Dragon is going to rear up and start beating his wings. You guys recognize this from the Draco Lich. But now there's just the three of you. I would like Remy and Froseth to be making dexterity saving throws, please.
11.
Yes! Just!
15.
Yeah, you guys take... hang on, so that's 4, 6... 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and are knocked prone. Alice gets a little bit bruised, but more or less sort of gets slightly airborne, and manages not to get knocked on her ass. And it's gonna move up to half its flying speed. So up and over you guys. Although Alice does get an attack of opportunity. Damn. No, just misses, unfortunately. She's a little bit too worried about flailing dragonborn and yeah, but basically lands directly in front of Nye.
Does that get me an attack of opportunity?
No. Getting into your it's taken me a while, but I figured this out. You get into your attack radius. It doesn't. Be glad it doesn't, because then you'd get hit every time you approached a creature. But leaving it does. Okay, that is its legendary action for the moment. Hazels, you kind of saw sort of over the bushes but you're not really sure what's going on.
Okay, stomp, click, boots of haste.
Okay.
And using that doubled movement, by going around the wall in this direction, how close can I get to Remy?
5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. You can get right up to her. You're...
Gonna do that. Hand her my shield.
She has a shield.
Oh, still has the
She,
so still has the shield.
does?
I did not take away her shield.
And okay, that is an additional.
Nobody asked about it.
That's So that's 2 more AC. That's Remy being 2 more AC on top of Mage Armor. Then so I'm going to cast. Rather than doing in lieu of that, I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on Remy, adding another 2.
You want to put the spell card up so we
Yep.
know what's going on? Okay, so your AC is now 17.
Yay.
Didn't even need to be that shit. So I'm going to then take my haste action to dash back over here.
There?
Right here, above it.
Okay.
And let's see, bonus action. Can I do anything? Cast a spell. I can try a cantrip still, yes?
I honestly do not know.
Right, then I'm gonna just hold off on that.
Okay.
So that's end of my turn.
Okay. Further legendary action. Hi, Nai. Dragon apparently has decided it doesn't really like being snuck up on. So, swings at you with his tail. What's your AC?
Wait, who's AC?
Yours.
Yours.
His tail is on the other end of him.
Range is 15 feet. Shut up.
Yeah. AC 16.
Yeah. Plus 11 to hit. Rolled an 11.
Ouch.
So that will be. Where's my d8s? That's 17 points of bludgeoning damage. As wham! You are smacked quite heartily in the chest by large dragon tail. And now it's actually the dragon's turn.
Oh no, good.
Hold on. As soon as I find it, I have a reaction to that.
The words "as soon as I find it."
It wasn't on my spell list, which is where I was looking for it. How do I put it there? Misty Escape. When you take damage, you can use your reaction, turn invisible, and teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Okay.
So I will do that, and I will pop up to here.
Okay. Yeah, Dragon's not overly happy with you. But it is now Dragon's turn. Froseth, Remy,
Yep.
Alice, once again,
Yep.
I am going to have to ask you to make. Actually, no, this time you need to make a Constitution saving throw as
Ooh.
the dragon opens its mouth and. Hang on, let me see. 5, 10, 15. That's a 60-foot cone. So actually, I think that's catching everybody but Darvin and Ava. At its furthest point out. Yes, okay, everybody but Darvin and Ava, please make me Constitution saving throws. Yes!
This is poison damage, yeah?
This is poison damage. But
So I have an advantage because of the armor, yeah?
no, that's not what it means. That means you
Okay.
take half damage.
Okay.
And if you succeed, you take quarter damage. It's resistance,
Four-
not advantage.
14.
9.
Okay, Hazel? Christ, Remy is the only one of you that's saved. Thankfully, Hazel and Nye have got resistance, so that's... Okay, I'm gonna need to use the dice roller here. I am not rolling 16d6. I refuse.
Oh my god.
Yep, okay, for Remy and Feroceth, that is 42 points of poison damage.
Ouch.
Oh, that was Remy's max health.
Oh no.
I mean, I don't go to negative at max health, so I don't instantly die. But
So wait, could you say that in less Buffy-esque laugh in the face of stupid? Are you conscious?
I am unconscious.
Okay.
Oh,
Remy
shit.
is unconscious.
Okay.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Hazel, Nye, and Alice take 21 points of poison damage.
And Nye drops, possibly still invisibly.
No, once you're unconscious, you go back to being visible. Okay, Ava, you have seen none of this.
Of course I haven't. Well, ow, ow. Angry.
Picking thorns out of. Oh wait a minute. No, that's not even its full turn. I'm an
shit.
idiot.
Oh shit.
Well, it's still got aggravating barbarian.
Oh no.
Who is? Oh no, that one definitely hit. Okay, so that's claw. So that's 7, 11. Bite. Ow. Oh, that's D10s. Wonderful. Yep, Alice is also unconscious.
Oh shit. Hazel.
You can't see any of this, and Hazel
I
is the
know,
only
I know.
one of the people in all of this who is
I know.
still conscious. Ava!
Brushing off thorns, I'm gonna step out away from the frickin'
In
wall
which
of
direction?
stinging. This way, down. On the.
That way?
If I can.
Yeah. How far?
As far as I can,
Well, you've kind of got.
but still staying in line with the dragon.
Yeah. Well, you've got large
That's about-
tree bits in
that'll
the
do
way, so
about-
that's about as far as you can go. So yeah,
That'll do about right.
you're seeing significant unconsciousness here.
Piss level increase. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
You've already moved 10.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the distance he is from me to Hunter's Sense. Which is 60. Yeah, 60.
Yeah, you're fine.
So I'm going to use that. No, yeah. I don't need to roll for anything.
Nope. To... I mean, this is stuff that you already knew. It's immune to poison damage. It's got no vulnerabilities that you can see.
Okay. Makes sense. Can't use cure wounds as a bonus, can I?
You'd need to be touching them first, for one thing.
No, for me, on myself.
Not as a bonus action, no.
No. Okay, didn't think so. Well, bonus action, raise my bow and get ready to fire.
Okay, top of the round, Darvin, you've got no the hell idea what's going on beyond...
Yeah, you can't see nothing.
Sorry. All right, then I will. I mean, look. Let me scroll up on the map a little bit so I can see. Will you? What the? Will you move? Finally, jeez. Okay. Yeah. No. Never mind. I will travel down. Down the wall as far as I can to get to where I can see.
5, 10,
So I guess there.
15, 20,
Wait, is it? Hang on, my mouse
25,
is.
30.
There we go.
No, that's about... This is about as far as you can get.
Okay.
It's not in a wall, I just... Because I'm drawing with the mouse, it's a little...
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Okay.
you can do a dash action, but you wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Yeah, no. Then that's it because I can't see anything to do anything. So
Okay, first off, make me a death saving
Death
throw.
save. That's a fail.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Lair action. The walls vanish, wilting into the ground as if they had never been. And let's see. So that's 20-foot radius. That's 4 squares in any direction, so... No, it was a 20-foot radius, so it's 8 squares in any direction, so it can easily catch all of you. Yep. Everything in that area there. Grasping roots and vines erupt in a 20-foot radius centered on point of the ground that the dragon can see within 120 feet of it. Now that you are now standing in difficult terrain, can you guys make me a strength saving throw, please?
14.
I love those. Strength saving throw.
Yes.
16.
Yeah, you're not restrained. You manage to pull free as the roots and vines try and twist and hold you in place. Darvin, however, is now restrained. And that is lair action. Nye, make me a death saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Success.
14. Okay.
Alice's turn. Success. Remy? Death saving throw, please.
Seven.
Nope. Hazel? You're at least conscious, just about.
So gonna take part of my movement to zip over here.
Oops, sorry. Yep.
Pull out the staff. And And I'm going to punch Mass Cure Wounds off the staff. One second.
I don't remember if I included that one.
That one, no. I'm going to roll that out.
I may as well. It may end up being in your regular spells once you're of high enough level to get it anyway.
Probably will be. 1 second. Just gonna. Yeah. Oh, forgot to grab my cheat sheet. Just gonna have that out. Right. So that's all the unconscious people and myself
Okay.
for 29 points of healing.
Nice.
Huzzah! Okay.
Yay, clerics.
Anything else?
Okay. Gonna use the rest of my movement to go over here.
Sorry, there?
Right to that spot that I'm clicking in the middle
Yep.
of.
That's kind of where I was aiming at, but
Yep.
okay.
Staff goes away. Out comes crossbow. Going to load in a psychic bolt and fire
Okay.
at the dragon.
Punk off some of the scales. It is now the dragon's turn. Looks in the direction where the crossbow bolt went. Ponders it for a moment and then glances in Nye's general direction. Just trying to figure out what. And no, that's layer action. Don't worry about it. Never mind. So I should roll and see. Does not get his poison breath back. This is its priority. Well, first thing it's going to do, which it hadn't done, because all y'all, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh no, Remy.
16.
Oh, I don't want to talk.
Oh.
Oh shit.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Oh god.
And another nat one.
3 fucking nat ones. Oh my
Well,
god.
it's actually not all that surprising, all things considered. That's... Froseth makes it. Alice makes it. Nobody else does. You are now frightened.
Ugh.
Every single one of y'all. At least until various people remember their various counter charmy bits, which will happen when it is their actual turn. And given where everybody is, and Darvin did call certain amounts of attention to everybody's favorite paladin. Oh, this is going to involve some various rolls, because this is going to be amazing. Okay, so that decides that. Remy returns to consciousness in enough time to see Claw start to bear down on her, only to wind up having Alice more or less put herself in the way. She catches a lot of it on her blade, but it rips through her arm, something chronic. That would be... That's 2d6. Yeah, ow. This dragon's really pissed off with the... Ow. Oh, so hang on, that was 29 points with the... Just. That's going to change quite soon. I'm
Oh,
fairly
jeez.
sure. Just barely manages she crosses both blades together and manages to shove the snout back. Very badly bleeding, but not frightened. And basically going, "Not Myri, you asshole!" Ava, things are looking really bad over there, and you're
Yeah, I can see that.
terrified.
Can I? Would my anger not sort of counteract that a little
No.
bit? Shit.
In fact, the fact that it just took down the toughest people you know,
Yeah, all right, that makes sense.
and
It's kind of
is barely
unsettling.
hurt.
Yeah, that's not good. I can still move on the same line, right?
Yeah,
Just
but
can't get
you're on difficult terrain, so you're at half
Can I-
movement.
Can I just move one out? So I'm out of the train.
That's you're that's the thing. You're kind of blocked out that way because those are very large, fairly high stumps.
1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah, but no, too far away then. Fine. Just hunter's mark. Firing 2 arrows.
And you're on
No,
disadvantage.
sorry.
And you're on disadvantage.
Oh, because fucking frightened. Wonderful. Okay. Right. Just a second. Oops.
And that's
Sorry.
without disadvantage.
No, I meant to put the spell card, but on.
Oh, that would be the damage if you'd properly hit. No, we know what Hunter's Mark does. Just fire the arrows.
Oh, still 18. That hit?
No.
Ah, damn it.
You do have a second shot.
Which I will take. Still at disadvantage.
Yep.
14, not gonna hit either.
Nope. Poink off the... Okay. Top of the round, Darvin. You're restrained. You cannot move unless you make a DC 15 strength save at the end of this turn. You're terrified, so you can't get closer to it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're seeing this fight going incredibly badly.
They're out of, well, nah, he's more than 30 feet away from me, isn't he?
Yes.
All right. Okay, never mind then. And I can't move, so I can't play, because I'm restrained.
Well, no, you can't.
Like you said.
Can't. You're not paralyzed. You just can't move squares.
Oh, my bad. When you said restrained, I thought you meant like, like bunched up.
Well, let me just double check the wording. I'm pretty sure it only means...
You're immobilized.
Yeah, your movement speed is 0.
Okay.
You can't benefit from any bonus to your speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage.
Right.
And let me make absolutely sure here. We know what we're dealing with.
Mhm.
And your attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so effectively immobilized. Which thank you. I appreciate the clarification there. Then I will.
Uh, no.
Can I do counter charm now?
Yes.
Then I will start playing. Not as not as confidently as I would have earlier, but I'm playing and trying to channel what I can into the music.
Bardic counter charm.
Yeah.
If I understand it correctly, is an action.
Yes, that is the only action I'm taking.
Yeah. Are you gonna do the DC 15 strength
Yes.
save? Okay, go for.
I will try that, and I'll put the spell card for the counter charm up in the thing if you want.
No, it's fine.
Okay, sorry.
We do not have time to pick it.
Nat 1.
You have to stop pulling when you realize you're gonna sprain an ankle. Froseth, you're feeling better.
Mostly.
Well, you know, it's 29 points. Although
Yeah.
looking at it, everybody seems to have gotten it except Alice, who is now looking even worse. Conscious, but worse.
Okay, I'm just going to get up, which is half my movement.
Mhm.
Leaves me with still like 20 feet. I'll just go down here, separate myself just a little bit from the other melee people,
Okay.
and let's try attacking again.
Okay.
22.
Roll damage.
Okay, with that, I'm going to attempt Stun Strike. Should be
Okay.
able to put a card for that. Yeah.
That's the save, isn't it?
Yeah, it's DC 14.
Natural 18.
It's worth a try.
Although, in all fairness, I have 2 words for you: legendary resistances.
Yeah.
But natural 18, and it's that's con. Is that a con?
It's con, yeah.
+5 to con.
Yeah. Unlikely to work, but hey, there's a chance.
It's always
Second
worth a
attack.
try. Always worth a try.
Crit.
Whoa! Okay, roll damage.
Nice.
Go Team Monk.
Monk MVP. So that's
They are single target buzzsaws, so
20. Bonus action?
I've got a few options here. I think I'm going to use a key point for patient defense to
Okay.
use the dodge action. So he's got disadvantage for attacking.
Okay, which is a good thing because this is the great thing about legendary actions. It looks at you with Ashinar had the right idea about your whole blighted race, and swings tail and misses. Actually, wait a minute, it does miss. Hang on, because that's a +11, so that. What's your AC?
18.
Just misses. Like literally just misses. You basically just feel it kind of flick your snout a little bit as you bend backwards.
he blinked you. That's sorry.
Shut
Gloves
up.
crosstalk. I apologize.
Okay, layer action time, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
right.
Those fade as if they had never been. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And we might as well close the circle. 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh, jeez.
Can all of y'all please make me dexterity saving throws?
Oh. Do we? No, we don't have disadvantages with frightened.
Nope, because you've
15.
11.
ow.
7.
Yeah, you're kind of whammed up against. Okay, so that's 13. For Ava and Hazel, that is 21 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Reduced to 10 for Darvin and barely Nye.
21, you said?
Yes.
Ow.
And you're kind of blocked by wall again, and some of that was a little bit of bruising as you smacked into the rather high stump of what was probably a venerable old oak at some point.
Bonk.
And it is your turn.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. Nice head and one hand, and this is totally in character. Toll the dead! Come out from behind the thorn wall.
Okay, roll. Or did
Yeah,
I
it
made
just you made a clicky.
Okay, so that's wisdom saving throw.
Uh-huh.
What's your spell DC?
Pulling that up, 13.
Actually fails, but legendary resistance is going to succeed. So that's can you roll me a 1d12 so I can take the half of it?
Okay.
I don't think it takes half.
Oh, does it?
No.
Oh, no,
Toll
I
the
guess
dead
it-
if you-
Oh, yeah, you read it right. Must succeed or take. So, succeeds for 0 damage. Loud elven expletive heard from behind thorn wall.
Okay. Alice, because she is ever so slightly stupid.
Oh, no.
Not going to bother with the personal lay on hands. She is flying up to this motherfucker. And what is she going to do here?
Oh, jeez.
Defensive flourish again. That actually hits. And this time I'm actually going to remember my. So that's 2, 7, 19. did I put my pen? Ah, here we go. That ups her AC. Bonus action. Turn around, completely uncaring of the fact that there's this big ass dragon behind her, and paying absolutely no attention to the blood pouring down her arm. Leans down, kisses Remy. Give him hell. And that is 1d6 inspiration. I
good. I thought
I
she was
think,
gonna
well,
slingers.
you kind of went unconscious, so you lost the 1d8, so you're getting 1d6 instead.
Oh, that's also good to know.
Unfortunately, at about that point is when the dragon's tail smacks into Alice from behind, and
Please.
yeah, that's straight up unconsciousness. She had like 2 hit points left, so. Remy, it's actually your turn.
Okay, stands up. Bonus action to activate the tattoo.
No
And
longer
then
frightened. Hooray.
Okay. Does she still have mage armor and the vow because neither of them are concentration?
You were unconscious, so no, you have neither. Because
Okay.
mage armor
Okay,
is
that's fair.
because the mage armor was something a little bit special, you can reactivate it without spending a spell slot because you didn't actually use a spell slot for it to begin with. So there's that.
No. Remy's gonna run at him. Start swinging with smite at level 2 and with wrathful smite.
Go forth.
So I'm still rolling the regular sword.
No, sorry. Let me explain that. You have the Dragon Slayer weapon. Nobody's explained what it does. So I guess
Yeah, I
that's
mean
gonna
in
have to
terms
be
of
a surprise. But you have it.
in terms
you
of the
just don't have it. You just don't have it as a pact blade yet.
in terms of roll 20, am I still clicking on her old sword attack?
Yes, it's because
Okay.
it's. You never actually asked exactly what it does, so that's just gonna have to be a surprise. I will give stats when this is over.
Finally get a good swing.
Oh, what a time!
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
that's 20.
Okay. Clearly there is something to the well, girlfriend gets wham.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna piss you off. Roll damage.
That's normal damage. Then smite at 2. And then
Damn.
No. Oh my
1d6.
god.
Followed by
Good God! Another max!
Oh my god.
And then
Wisdom
there's
or frightened.
so that's 14, 26, 33, 39, and it's actually hurting it a lot more than you would think. Nobody ever
And then
asked
she's gonna
exactly what. Wait, let me at the very least figure out the rest of this, because that would be.
how big is the multiplier?
We'll find out.
Yeah, that's sheared pretty badly through a chunk of its neck. So that would be 90. Okay. Yeah, and this thing roars in agony and rage. Continue.
And she swings again.
Yes. Come on.
This time manages to bat your sword aside as you're stabbing forth again. And you don't have a bonus action, do you?
I already did.
Okay, Hazel, you're somewhere behind the picking thorns out of sensitive places.
Okay, I'm gonna make with the gotta go fast to see if I can make it over here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, you can just about make it to about there.
It was actually, yeah, that'll be fine. I'm going to look at Alice, who's unconscious.
Again.
Yell "Live!" at the top of my lungs, casting Healing Word at 3rd level.
Yeah, that one I'm pretty sure I made a clicky button for.
Yup.
Alice is up and a little less bleedy.
It's movement. Bonus action. Load another Psybolt. Fire a dragon at disadvantage from brightening.
Poink.
Okay. And then I'm going to take my second action to haul ass and dash over here.
Move up. Keep in mind that's you can't really stand there.
Then
There?
we're no, not there, above it, like to the side of it, essentially, in this spot.
You can't do that either. There's too much root and nasty there. That's hidden for a reason.
Where would make sense, like here or
You
like would
could
any of
you
these?
could get kind of there. That's about the best you can do. Back, you're tripping into some unpleasant territory. Is that okay?
I want to go further. I am basically going to go further over back to where I was, essentially.
Okay.
I want to go as far as I can.
Yeah, you can just about make it back there because even especially at your speed, you're tripping over roots and sort of bumping into nigh as you zoom past.
Yeah, up over the thing, just blur happening.
Yeah, I'm still prone. I never got up.
And now it is the dragon's turn. Ah, fuck. Yeah, and this time I think because of the direction in which it's going. No, because that wall is in the way. Remy and Alice are gonna have to make me Constitution saving throws.
5.
Oh fuck!
Oh no.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, thank Christ, she made it. Although that's not going to help with 15 points. So that was. That's 45 points of poison damage. I think both of y'all
Remember
are
to use that.
unconscious.
Yep.
So, plunk, thud. Ava!
I didn't see that, I know. Stupid question probably, but the cloak of displacement isn't done into interaction with layer stuff, does it? It's only in the actual attacks.
No, it's
Just-
actual attacks.
Right, thought
It's
so.
the reason that it works is because something physical that's
Right.
hitting you can't see properly where you're going to end up.
Thought so. Cure wounds. First, second. First, I'm gonna try and save second level for big emergency. Let me see.
There should be a button that you can.
Yeah,
just-
I have a button. Ah, 3.
Okay.
I am now at 11.
You're doing better than some of these people. Okay.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna stay where I am for now, I guess.
Okay. Because these rounds are kind of going moderately nuts, we'll have one more round, take break, and then get back to it, I guess. Okay,
Okey-doke.
top of the round, Darvin. Thorns in places, and you can't see
Mhm.
shit.
Did the wall coming up break the plane? Because I was still playing. I was doing the counter charm. Remember that goes
Yeah,
until the next. So-
I guess it probably. Okay. Make me a I guess that would be wisdom save.
Okay. 20.
You managed to taper it off at a reasonable moment, despite thorns in places, and it's scratching up your veal. Something chronic, man.
Okay. Can I make a saving throw for the frightened, or
You don't need to.
Okay.
The wisdom save was that you succeeded.
oh, that's what that was. I'm sorry. I thought that was to see whether or not
I'm
kept it,
working
kept playing.
under the same principle that anybody who's maintaining a concentration spell, they take enough damage.
Right.
They
Okay.
have
That,
to-
that makes
Okay.
total sense. Thank you.
So you're finished the counter charm. It does still only work on you. You're no longer frightened, but now there is a 10-foot tall, 5-foot wide thorn wall in your way, and there's no real way around it.
Then, having seen what he pulled with those vines, I'm going to try to put a little bit of distance between me and Ava. But also knowing Hazel's up that way, so I'm going to go 2 spaces straight up and just park. And
I can't see it from where I am, can I?
You can see Darvin.
No, I can't see Hazel.
You kind of you think you maybe saw a blur over there, but she's
Mm.
doing that thing again.
yeah, and that's all I can really do at this point. So
Okay, Furseth.
I'm going to go up 1 square and pour my 1 greater healing potion down Alice's
Oh my
throat.
god! There may on the exhale from the vaguely conscious breath be, you self-sacrificing motherfucker. So that's 40,
sorry, I
That's
thought I was muted.
Who's talking?
That's 4d4 plus 4, right?
I don't remember what the greater ones do.
I'm actually pretty sure that I put some of that in people's character sheets, but Actually, I was right. I remember these things. You guys have swigged down so many of them. I'll do the rolling.
Okay.
8. So she's back up to like 15 hit points, and yeah, thank you. Bonus action.
Bonus action. I will use a key point, which puts me down to 2. And Water Whip.
Okay.
I'll put the card in for. Or wait, I've got an attack thing for that now. Should just be the.
Actually, no. Well, that's for the. I just programmed that for the damage. And it needs to be
Oh,
a
okay.
dex save from.
DC 14.
Natural 19.
Well.
I only have to use legendary resistance once. But still, click for the damage. I just have to take like half of it. I mean, assuming that I worked that right. So
Yep.
that's 5 points of damage. Yeah, at which point, legendary action. I'm gonna tail attack on Froseth. Yeah, that's another natural 19.
That'll hit.
With a plus 11, I would think so.
Yeah.
That's 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I'm still on my feet.
Okay, lair action time again, and we're looking at ones that we can see. On top of all of this absolute nonsense, a cloud of what appears to be magical fog billows around Alice, who
Oh no.
looks up at this guy and going, "If you're counting on badly wounded people to do your damage for you, you stupid asshole, you really must be desperate." So much for trying to charm the bard. Well, barbarian, I suppose. Thankfully, that means that.
Bad idea.
Zoop. So yeah, you guys are. I mean, Alice is back on the ground, an absolute fucking mess. But conscious. And people are kind of beat up. So that was a waste of lair action. Nye, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Now I actually look slightly disappointed at the thorn wall going away. That's something between him and the dragon. Okay, so first off, getting to my feet. Actually, I'm going to just step over to there,
Bink.
just so I'm not lined up with anyone. And fire off an Eldritch Blast. Oh, wrong button, sorry. That guy. 19.
Just missed. Tie goes to defender.
Shot number 2. Nothing.
Whee! Directly over 10.
I do keep doing that with dragons.
Apparently. Okay. Alice gets to her feet and. Okay, fuck it. This time, the bardic shit is doing nothing. Bonus action, she would like to rage. So,
geez.
Froseth, Remy, and Alice get 5 temporary hit points, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway. So that's with advantage this time. Ooh. Sweet. So let's see if the second attack goes. Oh! Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Second attack. With advantage, because... Reckless. 120. Okay.
What are these?
What even are dice? I think is the.
What
At this
even are
point-
your dice? You are basically Percy.
10. Fuck. 28. 38. That's for the crit. And the other one was 6. 10, 48.
Yes.
Barbarian Rage has just dropped this thing's remaining hit points in half, and he's looking pretty fucked up. That's 40. At which point, immediate reaction is turn on the rather troublesome Barbarian. And of course, gets advantage because probably won't need
Reckless.
it. Yeah. Did actually need it, but second time rolled an 18. So that's...
Like, damn it, stop playing hacky sack with the barbarian.
Yeah, nope. So it really is wet. So she slices this thing, and some nasty scars are coming across the green, and just the tail comes down, wham, and she's back on the floor. Sorry, Remy.
Remy's back up because she got 5 temporary hit points. She's gonna.
Oh, no, wait. If you were unconscious at the time, I didn't realize you were unconscious at the time. That doesn't work if you're not conscious.
Oops.
In which case, make
Never
me a
mind
death
then.
save.
Do I still count the failures from her previous death saves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okie doke. 6.
Oh dear. Okay. Hazel.
Well, I'm going to zip back to that location that I made my healing word cast from before.
Here. Actually, it was a little closer in there, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. And
So once again,
then-
Nye gets from behind you. Boink, near.
Yeah, like, boing, pulling out the staff and gonna burn the rest of the charges on that for mass cure wounds on myself and the 3 that are in immediate combat with the dragon.
Okay. Roll for it, and I think I'm going to be kind, and I'm going to roll to see if you destroy this thing.
Uh-huh.
You're good.
Yep, I'm just making sure I have my roller going.
Yeah, but you have not lost the thing that has saved your asses so many times since you started this bloody game. Okay, Remy and Alice are back conscious, and you just get Alice sort of look over at Remy from her prone position on the floor. We gotta stop meeting like this.
Right? Second is like the action from the that's okay. So I'm going to load another Cybolt and plink away.
Go forth. Roll damage.
And with the side bolt, that's 1d6 additional psychic.
Yeah. This catches it in the snout, and you just in your general direction. And it is, in fact, the dragon's turn. Who's he gonna prioritize? Well, he's got 3 attacks. Actually, first I should see if he gets his poison breath back.
Oh, jeez.
Nope. You're safe. So, first claw attack goes to Furseth. Yeah, that'll hit. And I don't think you've still got patient defense up. So
I do not know.
I did not think so. So that's 13 points of slashing damage. Next claw attack goes to Remy. That's a natural 19. That's 13 points of slashing damage. Bite is reserved for Alice. Yeah, ow. So that's... Ooh. Yeah, I did save the worst damage for her, didn't I? Ha ha ha. Yeah, she's unconscious again. Ava!
I need to roll a couple of saves, don't I? Because Hunter's Mark. Because I took damage twice.
Yeah.
No disadvantage because of frightened, right? Or does it? No.
No.
Don't think so.
That's for...
First one.
You
yeah,
lost it.
Yeah.
You lost it a while ago.
So. Yeah, I thought so. Well then I'm going to go Slay's Prey. No, yes, that's bonus. Which is not concentration, I don't think.
I don't think so, because it's not really a spell.
And I'm gonna try an explosive. No, I'm gonna try a regular arrow first. Oh no, I can't save against the. Or can I use my action to try and shake off the fright?
Okay.
Wisdom. Wisdom save?
Yes. Nope.
13. Ah.
And I don't suppose you have a bonus action, do you?
Well, I already used it for
Yeah.
Slayer's Prey.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But okay. This is probably a good time to take a bit of a break. The dragon's looking in really bad shape, but then again, so are all your melee fighters.
I was thinking.
Right.
Some better than others, but you know. So we'll be back in 5-ish minutes. I need to go take some cold meds, and we'll hope nobody dies. battle of combat with a green dragon who's pretty badly hurt and kind of pissed. Top of the round, Darvin.
Okay, I have a question. Can I get within 30 feet of Alice, Remy, and Froseth?
5, 10, 15.
10, 15, 20.
Ben. 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. The furthest you can get is here.
Okay, but I can get all three of them in a circle
Yeah.
of 30 feet? Then I will do that, and I will activate the Aura of Life tattoo. Anybody that has 0 HP currently should be...
Well, they're okay now. Well, they're okay.
Well, I
they're
thought
hurt.
Remy was unconscious, or Alice was unconscious.
I thought Hazel.
Hazel just healed everyone.
Oh!
No, but then they knocked Alice down again, so Alice has like
Right.
1 hit point now. So she's up again.
Right.
That's your
That
action.
was
That's your action.
that's my action. And I will. Well, the only bonus action I have is to throw an inspiration, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. So that's it for my turn.
Okay, so Dragon is going to do the wing thing again. So if y'all could kindly give me a dexterity saving throw.
Everybody?
Hang on, let's see. So that's within 10 feet. So Darvin, Remy, Alice, and Furseth.
22.
7.
4.
Alice.
Yikes.
Oh, good. So she's not getting battered because, yeah, that's an ore and you're not taking half damage. Then lift to 30 feet straight up. And not taking any attacks of opportunity. Froseth and Remy take 15 points of bludgeoning damage and are knocked prone.
I am unconscious.
You have 1 hit point. Aura of Life tattoo has not gone away yet.
I thought Aura of Life was at the start of your turn. You regain the 1 hit.
Oh, okay. Well, your turn is coming up, so
Fair point.
Can I Hellish Rebuke?
are you conscious when you take your 15
Yes,
points?
I have 2 HP left.
yes, you can. Although, to be fair, it's more Celestial Rebuke in your case, but did I give you a clicky button?
Yes.
The clicky button.
18.
Yeah, I mean technically it's radiant. Oh, geez, that's. Can you give me the spell card on that? Because I want to make sure
It
it's.
should be.
Yes.
60 feet.
No,
Okay, no, you're fine. You're fine. I can see it now.
Yeah,
So.
you're clicking the clicky button again, Noms.
No, it's fine.
I clicked it from the spell book. That's the second
Yeah.
time.
It's fine, but I just wanted to see the feet, so that's.
The range, yeah.
Everybody needs to shut up now because I'm doing math. So that's. Okay. First, if it is your turn, you have 1 hit point.
Wonderful. I will stand back up. And how far into the air is he?
30 feet.
30 feet. I am going to use my last 2 key points to hit him with the Gong of the Summit.
Remind me.
I'm going to link the spell card. It's Shatter.
Ah, okay.
If I can get this to link. No, it doesn't want to link. Well, there's the.
I mean, if you need it, I could throw the shatter card up for you.
It's fine. I've
Okay.
got it in the Constitution save. What's the DC?
14.
Actually just makes it. So that's 6 points of. Okay. Critter Dragon is really unutterably pissed with all of y'all right now. And has really decided to take the gloves off. Dexterity saving throw. Alice, with her 1 hit point, catches fire. And because, well, even if she'd succeeded on the dex save, that would have been an awful lot of damage. She burns to ash.
What?
The spell is immolation.
Is that from unconsciousness or full death that it burns you to ash?
Well, no, I suppose. No, if the damage from the spell kills a target. But, in which case I should probably roll the. Oh, that's 8d6. Fucking hell. So that's 8d6. Well, no, okay, fine. Unconscious and burning. Followed closely by layer action. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Dexterity saving throws from Hazel, Nye, Darvin.
Praise haste.
12.
12.
25.
So that's 48. 10. Okay, so Hazel and Nye take 21 points of piercing damage. And they're shoved backwards. Darvin takes 11 and is pushed backwards.
Okay, was I under the Aura of Life aura?
No.
Then I'm at 0.
Unconscious, punk.
And I can't Hellish Rebuke that because I'm unconscious.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to have to figure out what to replace Hellish with in my case, but...
No, in your case, it's still hellish. There are very specific reasons why it's radiant in Remy's case. Nye, make me a death saving throw.
– 11.
Nope. Don't think so. Anyway, because by this point it's up 1 because you've died once. Oh God.
Sorry.
Theoretically, Alice is still under the aura of life tattoo. And she doesn't go unconscious until her next. Yeah, okay. This is going to be interesting. So, Alice
Up, down, up, down, up, down. What?
No,
Yeah,
Alice is still burning. Please understand this. She is literally on fire.
Yeah, that spell is evil.
Her bonus action is she is going to rage again. Froseth, Remy, and herself 5 temporary hit points. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So that's okay. Because she has the wings tattoo. She gets up directly in its face, still on fire, and cuts its fucking head off.
Did she just...
Did she just nat 20?
No, but she does an awful lot of damage with those
Okay.
fucking swords, and it had 18 hit points.
Oh my god! I am so glad I used the oral life instead of my other idea.
The head, boom, 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 at Remy's feet. The rest of the dragon body, wham! You guys hear that just before the wall drops. The flames on Alice, thankfully... I mean, you just saw this comet of a...
Yeah.
up over the wall, and then... with basically both scimitars through its neck.
Like the scissors thing.
Yeah, basically.
Kinda, yeah. She lands badly scorched.
Um,
Ow.
Okay,
I'm running over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run.
she's right there. She hasn't,
Yeah.
she
Oh.
hasn't gone anywhere but up and then back down again. And then just sort of boom, sits down. Oh,
Yeah.
ow.
Naya's
Run.
unconscious still, yes?
Nums,
Yes.
you're gonna do something, so go ahead for you first.
Well, you're closest, so yeah.
Remy grabs her and does her 2 charges of healing light to Alice. Yeah, let's do 6.
And given the chance, I'm going to go over to Nai
That
and
worked out
heal him.
surprisingly well.
Yeah, she does her own. So
I'm good.
Ow.
Yeah, and at which point I'm glancing over at Ava, seeing Ava's still standing. Hazel's got Nye, so I'm gonna run up, pull out from my pack the 2 potions of greater healing that I still have from ages back, and just hold them out and be like, "Here, whoever needs it most."
I don't think. Hold on to them for now. I don't think we're gonna have to fight anything else yet. Anyway,
It's
Okay.
point.
just hold on to them. As Furseth proved, we never know when we're going to need them. But you might wanna, when we have a minute, parcel them out to the melee fighters, because you're not... Well, I think you probably would have been a bit more upfront if it hadn't been for the...
Damn wall. I'm really glad I went with the tattoo though, and didn't do my other idea, which was to run up and try to bestow curse.
Eh,
I'm sorry that it prolonged the burning.
dead, don't care.
Okay.
Half out of character. What time of day is it?
It's evening.
First
Remy
stars coming out,
casts-
sort of thing.
What?
First stars coming out, sort of thing.
You can't really see them. There's a tree canopy.
Mm.
Remy
Blank,
casts
blank,
all of her live hands on herself.
blank, blank.
Process just kind of lays down on the ground and just, oh.
You okay?
Barely.
Yeah. Try being on fire sometime. That was kind of epic. Ow.
Yes, but
Swear to Paylor, you, Alice, you, I can't words. Nope, can't words. I just want Mom and Mama back.
I know. We're getting there. I think we need a minute, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nye gets up, walks over to the dragon, gives an ineffectual but symbolic boot to the head.
Head that has been removed from its body
Yes.
and partially cauterized.
Yeah. Like the head moves a couple inches and then rocks back into place.
Actually, give me a strength check.
Strength check, not saving throw. Okay. 10.
If it's not moved and is staying in the back.
Yeah, it actually the head hasn't really moved. It's just punk.
Good thing I was about to run up and slash this thing. Try to take some of the attention off you guys.
We were the ones kind of built to take the attention for the most part.
yeah.
I'm going to cure wounds myself.
Gives
Look how
Alice
well
a
that
speaking
works.
look, doesn't say anything else.
And she just
Remy also gives Alice a bit of a look.
look. I wouldn't have done it if you'd actually been in your armor. I wouldn't have done most of it if you hadn't been in your armor. Do you understand what the... We're gonna have to have a talk about what I am in a microcosm kind of way. Like, first it's the Dragonborn, but he's also a silver Dragonborn. I'm a kind of Azamar. I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation. Okay. Next step is seeing... This is this thing's lair. And while, yeah, okay, Seneschal office, this would have been its home. Any indication of what's up with wherever Hazel's family is being held will be here someplace.
Right. Taking a look around.
Remy sighs and looks around.
Yeah, I'll look. I will do the same.
Perception check from anyone who's looking. Alice has ceased to can.
I look around, but I don't say anything.
18.
20.
Remy does go.
6.
Process just kind of looks around from where he's laying. No. No.
I'm not joking. I'm barely even looking. I'm just glancing.
You're muted, but still thus.
I'm sorry. Darvin is the one who kind of spots from somewhere in the back, somewhere through the trees, a tiny glimmer that only just shows up because Alice's wing show off is still...
I'm seeing something glimmering off in that direction. I'll scout. I'm gonna.
I'll go. I'm going with.
I was gonna try to do this kind of sneaky just in case. After what
I'll
we just
sneak
went
with
through,
you.
I'd rather not have to take the chance of anything else spotting us if we don't want it to.
I'll sneak with you. I got the boots.
Fair enough.
I don't know. If anything was in the area, I think it would have heard that.
Oh, well, yeah, but
If anything was near enough to know about the dragon, I bet it gives this area a wide berth.
anyway.
Okay, stealth checks from both of y'all.
I figured why take the chance. 15.
19.
You sort of stealth into sort of the back end, and you find what appears to be a small hoard. There's a fair bit of coinage, some belongings that look like they probably belong to some people in town. A lot of stuff that Darvin in particular would recognize as that must have belonged in the manor at some point. Some other bits and pieces. And sort of a crystal globe. It looks rather a lot like your drift globe, except it looks a bit more solid glass. It appears to be glowing with a very, very faint sort of forest green light.
Um.
Can I make an Arcana check on
no,
that or anything?
Yeah, I mean, if you want an Eldritch Sight, but this is the point at which I would want the both of you to make a Dex save.
14.
10. Did we drop it?
No.
Well, I mean,
Did we spring a trap?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be 26 points of necrotic damage for each of you.
And I'm unconscious.
Actually,
Same.
Did we hear that? Whatever it was.
I'm not sure.
You aren't there, you didn't go.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone wants to make me another perception check?
Gonna do
Natural
that.
20 from Alice A, who's... Oh, fuck, what did they do now?
I'm gonna go check, so I'm gonna go do that. Do I
I would
see
say
them?
you.
Yeah,
You
when...
stay
yeah.
here. Remy runs after Hazel.
Yeah, when Hazel being... I mean, she's kind of flump from the boots, at this stage. And Remy catches up fairly easily, and there's a unconscious Nye, an unconscious Darvin, and a globe that's snarling as it
I'm just
glows.
going to yell, "Live!" and cast Mass Healing Word at. Oh yeah, and cast Mass Healing Word,
Okay.
hitting everyone in the vicinity.
Well, you'd have to be sort of over there.
Yeah, but Remy's with me, and those two.
Yeah, Remy could use that.
Fair enough. And this thing is the globe is still faintly glowing, sort of pulsing with a fairly nasty sort of arcane light.
Ow, that thing, evil.
Let's not touch that right now, then.
That thing is evil.
Wait
Kill it,
until
burn it,
we're-
something.
No, you. Yes, I know we probably should destroy it, but right now, anything in here is a hint. Don't jump to conclusions today.
Remy's pointing her hand at the orb.
It killed me.
It knocked you down. You're not dead.
Right.
We need to know
I'm not.
everything we need to know, which is a lot, because we don't know pretty much everything.
I know,
Hazel.
okay.
From the sphere is it starts brightening again, and a voice from it, deeper but more feminine. When I'm done with you, you'll wish you had submitted to my son. And if y'all want to make me another dex save,
Even Muse following the back.
you didn't say you were following.
No, that's
All
what I mean.
as far as I know,
I'm
okay,
still. I haven't moved. Basically.
everybody who's in that area If you did not follow them, don't. Dex saves from in which case.
Oh my god.
16.
3.
Hazel just
19.
manages to. Hazel and Darvin manage to get sort of back, and they take
Yeah,
eight,
because I'm already. He started eeping real quick.
8 points of necrotic damage. Nye and Remy take 16.
Can Remy
But-
hellish rebuke the orb?
She can go forth. Smash.
Thank you, Remy. Oh shit, no. I'll grab one of the potions and wait. Hazel, Remy,
What?
Remy shakes her
Wanna
head.
waste
Give me
it,
a greater
but-
healing potion.
you want me to give it to him?
Do it.
Okay. Gurgle.
Okay. Nye comes back to consciousness with somebody pouring a healing potion down his throat.
So I'll mark that off on my sheet real quick.
That's my sheet. I gave him that.
Oh, okay.
So you have.
Because
you
I
still
gave
have
you the
2.
potion.
He had 2, but never mind.
I also had 2.
Now you have 1. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Nye comes back to consciousness with Darvin pouring a healing potion down his throat. So that's 4d4 plus 4, Darvin, if you want to roll it.
$13.
So the average of 45.
So yeah, Nye is conscious again.
Remy casts Mage Armor again on herself before anything else can explode.
She can't.
Oh, never mind then.
She tries. Fight's over.
That's fair. Hey, Remy actually divine senses for evil in the lair.
Well, you know where the nearest vaguely celestial thing is. It's lying over there. What the fuck is going on now? Don't make me come over there, because I know it's just gonna piss you off.
We're fine.
Bullshit!
There was an orb,
Not
It-
anymore.
knocked people unconscious.
But not
It got
but
smashed.
nothing celestial, fiendish, or undead in that immediate vicinity, except for
Okay,
what
then.
might possibly be sort of background radiation of celestial coming off you.
Uh,
And then
Um,
she percepts for normal traps.
That seems to have been all of it, as far as you can tell. I mean, it looked like it looked like a weird ass paperweight. So from just looking, you're not seeing anything, but it could be magical. You don't know.
still
As
kind
far
of
as you
slumped
can
halfway
tell.
on the. Still kind of slumped half over on the ground. Eldritch sight.
Thank you, Nye. I was about to ask.
There's a couple of bits of magic in there, but they're sort of backgroundy stuff from what you recognize from magical artifacts and that kind of thing. Just like the kind of shit you guys carry around.
Like there could be a magical dagger in there, or something like that. But I don't see anything like overarchingly magical. Scouts
so just
develop
like
it. Scouts
so like the
have
stuff
it.
so like the stuff
So
we have.
things we could probably come back for because I think we need to recuperate.
Or we could just scoop it in something. I mean, you're here with a bag. Or a bag.
Yeah, how much stuff are we talking about
It's
in
a
the horde?
it's a pretty sizable hoard. It does represent a fair few of the valuables from the entire town and surrounding
Mhm.
farmsteads. At
That's
this
why I'm
point,
thinking.
Alice, who is now completely fed up with this, is going, "We've checked." She steps up behind you guys. You've checked it for traps.
Yep.
You've checked it
Yes.
for magic.
Yes.
Okay, and then she starts digging.
So at this point, are all of us here?
I think Furseth hasn't moved, and
I
don't-
haven't either.
Froseth will sit up at this point and start meditating, but he's not moving.
It was just
Seeing
watching
Alice
the
say,
moon.
"Go in," I'm just going to help her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Using the help
that's,
action.
So that's with an. Oh my god. She
Would she-
because of the advantage that the help gives. That was nat 20. So
Yes.
basically, comes out with a box, gives a little shake, smacks it against a tree.
That's
trunk
magical.
to break the lock.
Was
It's not
magical.
actually magical.
Oh.
And pulls out a scroll. Okay. This is prisoner manifest and some indication of the working conditions in the revamped Vendrance hold. Vendrance? Yeah, this is the thing you told me about with the rug. You guys would not shut
The
up.
tower made up stupid.
Are you guys are you guys now finally gonna stop bitching about the rug?
Rug.
They got
We'll
they
explain
got eaten.
on another.
They got eaten by a rug.
Yeah. We get eaten
Yeah.
by a lot of weird things.
So yeah, this is one of these situations where there are guards. They're probably not gonna like us very much. And the places are trapped.
Oh.
It's possible from this that some of them might have gone off when this asshat died.
Gone
Oh,
off.
fuck.
Yeah, they will
Oh.
kill whoever's inside if they're
I was
set off.
out of. I was
Panic.
thinking
I'm
gone
gone
off like
after.
guards going off duty, and then like oh.
No, the guards will still be there, as far as I can tell, because whatever chuckling noises that thing was making was didn't sound like. I mean, also from this was done by a fairly powerful magic user from the looks of it. I mean, you don't get the kind of thing that can contain a mage of Twilla's ability set unless you got somebody fuck powerful.
Yeah.
And it's got to be someone tied enough to this to
We
be
gotta get out.
incredibly loyal.
Like, would it be anything like him or more powerful than him?
Well, you actually heard it, but I think given your wisdom score, you would probably figure out that if that thing was chuckling about, well, grumbling about when I'm done with you, you'd wish Darvin will get it.
Oh,
It finally clicked. That's the green dragon's mother.
So that'd be an
Ah.
ancient.
Yes, we now have an ancient green dragon pissed off at us and potentially have to go through.
Well, we already had Tiamat. Fuck that.
we already had Big
Yeah.
Mama of all Big Mamas.
I mean, yes, but
Only big difference is that most of Tiamat can't get through the Divine Veil. Yet.
yeah, I was about
For
to say.
now,
Thank
for
you.
now we got other issues. For now,
Yeah, one thing at a time.
I don't know if we're up for a fight with guards, guys.
No.
No, we're not up for a fight with anything.
Well, what?
We have to.
Wait.
I know.
Guys, what does this mean for the schedule? Because last I knew, Candor was literally next on the block.
Well, that probably means that his wouldn't have been set to go off. The traps in his chambers wouldn't have been set to go off. They need... If they're doing a public execution, they need him to be publicly executed. And he's the one they can get away with in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because he is a tiefling.
We don't have much time. I mean, we can't let that happen, obviously. But we're not in any position to really do anything about it. But...
Well, if you don't mind a little bit of, as you put it, presentation, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
I've come a bit closer to this by this point. I haven't said it.
We take the fucker's head. We
I
turn
like this
up.
idea.
We turn up at that fucking execution and say, "This is what ordered this execution. Are you really gonna let this happen?"
Yes. Yes, let's do that.
Good idea.
Pardon me for one moment, Remy. Alice, I adore you. That is pretty much what I was thinking, actually. But I was waiting to hear the rest of y'all input.
One thing we will need to do, and we're gonna need Hazel for this one. We're gonna need the clerics on side.
I've still got enough I can go with.
No, I don't.
Nope.
I mean more than just us. I mean everybody in that shrine. I mean
Got it.
Jenna. I mean the faces that
Mm-hmm.
are the saviors of this community. If we can show them what we've done, what we've rid them of, they can not only vouch for us, but they can also flag up what they've been doing to try to keep things going and remind these people who they are.
Exactly.
Nah, you okay? I'm taking it this isn't the return to fields and forests you had in mind.
I just thought how nice it was to die under trees, but it's also nice to come back, and we've still got work to do.
Yeah, just grabs him and listen, you're not dying.
We need you
Fuck,
around.
fuck that.
We
I like
you. Exactly. I was getting to that. We like you.
You lead off with that next time.
I was hoping to basically go along the lines of first, like, for one, you don't want to be a person who can't help. You also want to stick around because we like you. We're fond of you. We don't want you to go away. If you go away, we're all going to be depressed as hell.
Actually, I'm probably going to be just really angry and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
you really don't want to subject these poor people to me when I'm angry, do you? Look,
And then we'll have to find our way into the afterlife and drag you back from it.
And we know one person that can do it. Well, we'll be able to soon.
look at it this way. Our plans need you, our hearts need you. Get over
Yep.
it.
Anyway,
Speaking
lot
of
of this-
plans,
Let him.
do we have time to go back and rest before we,
I think
or
we
do
do.
we just, are we just, are we gonna show up at dawn with?
We're
the head
gonna
on
show
a
up
stick?
at dawn, but we've got time.
yeah.
One thing we really need to do, or make sure that we don't do, we do not let the kids see us like this.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
No.
I still have the tent.
No,
Well.
we're gonna need the amenities of home. We need a decent meal, but we don't
Yeah.
stop at the house until.
No, we don't. Just because I'm sure they're more than likely keeping some kind of watch. Do we want to like clean up, prestidigitation, mending, maybe,
Prestidigitation.
that type of thing,
I
just so we're a
wouldn't-
little bit more presentable?
I wouldn't worry about it too much yet. It's
Okay.
kids' bedtime. The only person who's gonna be up is Shanaira.
That's right. That's right.
Hazel, you have the best working relationship with her. Can you explain to her? Because I know she's a little about dealing with us.
Yeah. What? So wait, just so I'm understanding this correctly, what? What do you want her to do?
No.
Basically, not tell the kids the state we were in when we got home. So
Got
if any of the kids are waiting up, she'll just say, we're tired, we need to sleep, and we told them to go to bed.
Gotcha.
Now, if y'all will excuse me, I'm gonna peel myself some skin.
I was going to ask. Actually, Hazel, no, God, come, and I'll walk over
What?
to the head and be like, try to look at the bag, look at one of the bags, look at the head, look at the bag.
Well, the head's not huge. It's fairly narrow. You could probably just about fit it through the mouth of the.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
careful.
like. Hazel, what do you think? Do you think it would go? Knowing that
Is
from
this me figuring out that it could just about fit?
Yeah.
Froseth, I could use a hand.
Okay.
just hold it open. We'll get it.
We're going to try and get it in there.
It takes some wiggling. It'll probably be easier to get out than in,
Mhm.
but you manage.
I will. I'll go over and see what if any assistance I can be in
Alice is going to town on this thing.
Yeah. I'll just. You need me to hold something or?
No,
or...
I'm good.
Okay.
Stay out of my light, please.
Okay.
Avazon said A would.
You okay over there?
Tired of feeling useless.
You're not useless.
What good was I in
We
this
were-
fight?
We were both trapped behind the wall.
It was the thing was clever as shit. It divided. The only reason it didn't keep us from our healer is because of those fucking boots.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it hadn't been for the fucking boots, I'd have died like twice.
Yeah, and I couldn't get past the wall of fucking thorns.
Neither can I.
Did anyone actually try hitting it?
With what? I don't have my sword.
I mean,
You
rapier, maybe, but
Just so you know, it had an AC of like 5
oh,
and nearly no hit points.
I had no idea because I'm like a
Well,
wall of
nobody
thorns.
tried.
Well, it was
Yeah.
a layer action. It's
Well, it's
It
like,
sounds formidable.
Nobody tried, and we didn't know.
that's the thing, you know. Alice say,
That's fair.
Did anyone try to hit it?
Yeah, and now I'm just sort of like,
I mean, admittedly, my immediate reaction to something in my way is I'm gonna fucking hit it.
The rest
I
of
don't know.
well, the ones who got trapped behind it, myself included, are at this point dodgier.
Yeah, but you can still hit things, particularly if they can't move out of the way.
Fair point. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really figure a rapier would be good for. Well, yeah, you're right. Okay.
You have a sword.
Yeah.
We'll do better next time.
It's a
No more
learning
excuses. We do
experience.
better next
Yep.
time.
It's dead. We won. Who cares? We'll move on and we'll learn for next time. Because
Yeah,
next time it's ancient.
unless we have something else to deal with in the
Um,
meantime.
I'm hoping there's things between
Speaking
that.
of things with thorns, looking around, where was the body of that elf?
It's still hanging out sort of in that general direction.
Yeah.
Someone,
Can
someone
we do
give
something
me a
about that?
hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
Walking over and trying to like respectfully pry him loose, as it were.
Or wait, should we pry him loose or should we just cut the vines for now? Or
Wouldn't that drop him pretty fast?
oh yeah.
Here. And she pulls out one of her scimitars because the flight tattoo is still going. You two take a side. I'll go up and cut. And Flump drops into.
Oh, Jesus, he's light.
I'm keeping an eye on the surroundings, make sure else.
Same.
Perception check. If anyone's watching.
I'm looking anywhere but at Barrera, so I'm just looking around just to do something.
3.
Hazel.
Oh no, yeah, no, 3. Sorry.
Hazel, you're the cleric. The man deserves some last rites. We're not gonna drag his body through town.
No.
Yep.
But
I'm gonna make my way over. I'm still like for a bit. I'm still looking. Can't look at him directly because, well, this is Barreras. I grew up with him in town, and I'm just gonna go through Paylor's rites as best I can.
Yeah, and you remember the first time you saw him was when Tully and Miranda and the elder siblings, Contred and Andromeda, Bella, while she was still with you. And they brought you to Barreras' rickety little table with the ratty old blanket as a canopy, and looked at you and went, "Well, they do always get the cute ones, don't they?" And right then and there did a little sketch and showed you the smile on your face, which almost looked unfamiliar because every time you'd looked in the little mirror in your tiny room, you'd never looked like that, and that was the first time you actually thought you were pretty. And a couple of days later was the first family portrait that you were a part of. Still hanging in the living room, in fact. Alice has just cut down a bunch more of the thorn vines, and instead of burying him, she lays them over him.
Darwin just kind of has his head bowed and he's just sort of going like this. Still remembering the flick of ink that he when they first met.
Which those in the party who understand Elvish will hear as, "May your soul speak to us in fire flicker and leaf shadow."
Alice says something that sounds to all of you like music, but which only Darwin, with his helm of comprehend languages, understands as, may the gods of your people treat your soul kindly.
And then in common, rest in peace. You are avenged.
Assuming I'm standing next to Anna, I'm just going to reach up, put my hand on his shoulder, and kind of slight nod and just be like, yes, that's. Yeah.
Alistair gives him a pat. Come on. And I know there's a lot of stuff that belongs to a lot of people, but there's stuff that needs to be sorted out in town before we can even think about redistribution.
Yeah.
And we need to get some food and some bathing and some sleep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting on to late, but because Hazel is more or less familiar with the woods in the area, and you don't have to be too near town for any reason at this point, you make reasonable time heading back without too much worry about patrol. If all of y'all would like to roll me Actually, is anyone looking as you approach the household?
I'm keeping an eye out.
Yes.
Same.
Anyone who's out,
Mhm.
anyone who's actively looking, give me.
Since I'm leading the way, I probably should be.
Not a bad idea.
11.
15.
16.
Perception.
8.
That's persuasion. Sorry, hang on. That one!
Yeah. To be fair, it's for all there were some decent rolls in there. You're talking about a drow rogue ranger kind of individual, who's remarkably good at stealthing. So,
Freaking Gloomstalkers.
well, there's actually Froseth hears the tiniest rustle, and it's like the wind is telling him it's okay, it's friendly. But lands directly behind Darvin. He doesn't even notice until tiny little Shanaira voice. Did it go okay? You all look really hurt. You're muted.
Oh.
What
Wow.
saving
boy.
throw would I need to roll to keep from jumping out of my skin? Wisdom, okay. 12.
No,
I'm like, oh, right, okay. I don't completely go bonkers, but it's like, oh.
Well, we killed it, if that's what you mean.
what else? I asked if you were okay and if it went well.
We're
We're
a bit of
When
a
is one of
mess.
the good, I
Are the
guess.
kids waiting up for us?
I tried to convince them not to. I think, the little red-haired one, he's good.
Oh yes, Evan is something else.
But I cast darkness on him and told him that I was going to leave it there if he didn't go to bed. And he tried to sneak anyway, and then he ran into a wall.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh boy.
Hopefully not too hard.
No, he was relatively
Okay,
careful about
good.
it, but
Okay.
he's a very tenacious little thing.
Yeah, he is. He is. Oh, the poor dear.
We all need rest and to recover, but we don't want them really seeing us in
this
this
state.
big of a mess. I'm mostly well put together still, so I could probably go in to help tell them.
That would probably be good. I mean, I'm trying, but I'm not good at people. I mean,
That's all right.
Most people don't throw darkness bubbles at little boys if they want to go to bed. Think what else to do.
Yeah,
No,
but around here that makes you cooler.
Yeah, I mean that was brilliant, and I don't think Evan's gonna mind.
Okay. But I think they're pretending to be asleep.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go with you, Hazel?
Ava, you probably could use the rest too.
I guess.
You kept getting slapped by either the wall or other plant stuff that kept coming out of the walls.
Mostly, I think what I need is a dagger. That immolation thing has done some nasties to my hair.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
I hand him my dragon tooth dagger. Do?
It will, thanks. I did it with the.
I think I need a lot of water.
There's plenty at the house.
Yeah, well,
What I need is the your warm springs and
Let me help you.
thank you. I'm just bummed, okay? I've had my hair this long for a while.
We just goes for the side hug.
No.
Ruff, ruff, ruff. Yeah, let's try not to have you go into combat without your armor anymore, huh? It's hard on the heart.
mhm.
Bath. Pat, 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 pat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Shinaira to the house.
um, and I'm going to clean up and get
Yeah.
rest.
Same.
Somebody has set up a sort of a sandwich buffet on the you kitchen dining trestle table in Fort Cupcake, um, which you'll notice when you get in. Apparently, the kids decided that you might need something when you got home. When
Sandwiches.
well, sandwich fixings and sliced bread and things. Sort of a build your own. When
And
Hazel,
blink. Go ahead, sorry.
when Hazel and Shanaira come in, there's sort of a peek of Ramas, Mela. Evan has actually gone to bed, so and Zana.
Hey.
You're all scuffed up.
Yeah, but we got him.
Really?
Yep. We just need to spend tonight recovering, and then we're gonna go see what we can do about the town.
Well, Lissy, she set up like sliced meats and cheeses and some veggies and some bread in your thing because she thought you might not want things put together when uh, you'd want something easy when you got back. And I think there's a pot of soup on your little stove thing, and 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 all of a sudden, just all three of them, woomph.
I'm just hugging them back, and
We
hey,
tried.
Shinaira,
Hmm?
this is what a hug looks like.
It looks very full contact.
Yeah, but it's sort of a nice kind of full contact.
Which point the three of them sort of exchange a look, and as if they're deciding. And Zana, being the smallest of them, sort of walks up and does the thing that Hazel does, just the hug. Okay. It bends down a little and it's just pet, pet.
There
Be
you
right back.
go. You got the right idea.
Adorable.
If you want more practice, we'll remember to offer now and then. If if you look like you might be comfortable with the whole thing. Thank you. I'm gonna go back and watch now just to be on the safe side.
Just broad, like just very proud smile on my face from towards it. Shania towards the kids.
And just boom. And Zana's just looking up at Hazel with the "Did I do good?" expression.
You did awesome.
Well,
Like
it
from
was
within the hug pile.
yeah.
I'm
She
thumbs
she
up.
goes back to the hug pile. It was either gonna be me or Mela because we thought maybe Elf, but and then Mela just adds, but I'm bigger, so we thought maybe smaller might not scare her as much. She's real scaredy like.
Yeah. There's reasons for that, and she'll
We
probably tell us about them eventually.
well, we kind of figured, but we're kind of used to scaredy. Lissy was kind of like that, except a bit more defensive like. And Candor, are we gonna get them back?
Yeah.
Okay. You think they're okay?
I hope so, but we've got, but even if the guards have been trying to hurt them, we can help them even then.
Okay. You should go get food and then come back for sleeps. We made you a new quilt, says Anna.
Oh,
It's
thank
getting
you,
cold.
Squidge.
Now go get food.
Time for meals. Yes.
Yes, and Hazel can actually point them as they're putting together sandwiches at the soup pot that's sort of sitting on the back bit of the range.
Behold, soup.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I barely have enough. Okay, this works.
Get food in you.
It's a little while before Remy and Alice come back because there had to be a fair bit of trimming of Alice's hair, which did used to come to her knees. Now it's sort of midway down her back, which sounds long, but when you're used to seeing it that
By her feet.
long, and it's sort of a bit like Nye's used to be, quite short on one side. It was the best they could do. Oh,
Now he
that's
gets a
gonna
sandwich
take some
and
getting used to.
I mean, it
and
looks.
just first thing that they used to get when they come in, sandwich.
I wanted to, but there's ways to put together my own sandwich. There's too
I
much
know.
vegetable in this. It picks it up and stuffs it in Hazel's mouth as she starts to turn it. Thank you, though.
Enjoy. I'm just gesturing to the table. And I go.
Is Remy taking the other one?
Yeah.
Because I bought.
That Hazel made?
And I'm-
Okay.
And I've still got the sandwich in my mouth. I walk. I show this. I just show the soup. Still, just.
Oh, fantastic! Alice pulls out her flask. Bunk.
I'm just slowly consuming the sandwich. Trying to just, every time I try to speak, it's.
You know, you could actually remove that. Fair enough.
I think she thinks
Hazel.
you
After
need
what
to
we
laugh.
just been through, I'm actually kind of glad for a little silly. Thank you.
Alice pulls something else out of one of her belt pouches, checks it. Oh, good, it didn't crack. Opens it, and there's this. You know that smell of really, really spicy mustard? You know, that really bright, that really bright sort of yellow English mustard kind of thing.
The alarming sort.
Yeah. And just spreads on top of her sandwich and then hands it to Hazel.
Yay!
I figured you, of all people, would probably like this stuff. I don't have very much of it, but I am happy to share.
I'm going to use a fair portion.
Yeah, I mean it's English mustard. It's clean burn.
It's kind of like a bit. I figure a bit horseradishy.
No, it's mustard seed to 11.
Yep.
Ah, okay, yeah. No, that's what I'm getting at. Like the difference between like the heavy burns of like a salsa or something of that nature, and the clean burn of mustard and like horseradish, that sort of deal.
Yeah, but it's very heavy on the mustard. It's the reason I can't eat it is because I'm allergic to mustard seed.
That's right. Forgot about that.
I've got this other stuff which is the same thing, kind of, except there's peppercorns and white wine in it. Which is effectively what Dijon is.
Yeah.
But that's a bit more celebratory, and this is just... I ain't gonna need to find a way to braid this. No offense, Nye, but you wear it so much better than I did.
We'll figure out
Why
something.
would I be offended at that?
Well,
Because I don't like something that was a really big part of your culture.
Oh, the braid.
Well, the short on one side, long on the other thing.
Oh.
So
So basically, we deal with this in the morning and then see what comes after, or do we have a plan for after?
We find a way to keep here safe in the immediate,
well,
and then we go for the next obvious target, which is probably going to be Ava's hometown. As best I can get.
Well, you're going a bit farther than I intended. I just meant we deal with the morning with the dragon head and all of that, and then we go to the tower after that.
okay, guys. We can't plan that because we don't know how loyal the loyalist
Right.
guards are and what kind of help we can expect from the townspeople.
Okay.
But the
Yep.
first thing we have to do is get Hazel quietly into that shrine to let everybody in there know what we're about to do.
Okay.
We're going to need the backup.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
My self spell could be helpful.
Yes, very. I was about to suggest that. Thank you.
Sorry, what?
My spell that makes it more sneaky.
Yeah.
So we go to the shrine, let them give the heads up there, and okay.
Honestly, it might be easier for just Ava and Hazel to
Hazel,
go. The fewer
to
people, easier.
And
it's
that
gonna be.
way, the rest of you can head to wherever the kept.
Well, it's gonna be in the center of town,
Right.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
so
We can't exactly.
we're gonna have to hide on the outskirts until they know, until they come back to us and let us know that the people at the shrine know what's up. It'll hopefully give them a chance to plan something.
Yep.
And after that, best case scenario, everyone stands down and we only have to go to this tower of yours to disarm some traps. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think worst case scenario is riot ensues. We have to pull Candor out of the middle of it. And then we have to fight our way through to the tower.
Well, as long as we're not the only ones fighting back.
Hence the shrine.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if they've got invisible fairy dragons, they know the people they could send them to.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
know that
It's been driven home that we need a plan more often than not.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm trying to
thing
go for.
is that when there's so many other people involved, it's hard
Right.
to plan. All we can do is what we said we were going to do, which is give the heads up and then give the heads up.
Right.
Oh.
Well. The bard is flourishing. I see.
Well,
Well
somebody was going to say it. It might as well be me.
done. Good, because if I'd said it, you'd have plunked me.
Probably, yeah. But
See?
I say it with a whole different style, though. I give it the irony. You say it straight up and sound like a doofus.
Well, I mean, I'm playing to my.
You're
I
playing
play
to
when
your
I.
strengths, yes.
But yeah, no, I figured I'd at least. I mean, I knew that part was what we were gonna do. I just figured I'd go ahead and give us the chance while we had a moment to see if there was any other ideas or any other to add, and apparently not. So okay.
I mean, unless anyone else can think of. I'm fairly sure we missed a couple of bits of clue that might have stopped us from wandering in the first place. But I don't know. I'm new here.
Yeah, I should have thought. I was so obsessed with it being the seneschal that I didn't even. I don't want to say I didn't think, but I didn't think, and that nearly got us killed.
No, I didn't think to heed the herald's warning, but I didn't think it would come into play that soon. Remember, he said eyes can't be trusted. I was thinking there would be something when we were freeing the prisoners that we'd have to watch out for.
Well, that too, probably.
Yeah, I mean, but
If
There-
traps.
It
mm,
was an awfully vague statement.
yeah, but
And then you're not as I am. I sensed something off about that guy, and
Well, come
anyway,
on. He. The thing is that anyone was gonna be twitchy in his situation if he'd actually been him.
yeah, that too.
Mhm.
And like we said about the wall and everything else, we'll know for next time if dragons, at least green ones, and I'm assuming of more experiences with the governors, they shapeshift. Some of them a bit more obvious than others. Green dragons apparently aren't so obvious, but now we know.
From what I could tell from what little I saw of that book, they like manipulating people.
Ah, okay.
They're sneaky, manipulative jerks. They like the whole messing with people. Like I saw a bit of blue dragons where instead of being needlessly, oh, I'm gonna hurt you just to hurt you, they like just screwing with you rather
Yeah,
than actively hurting.
hurting you just to hurt you is blacks and sometimes whites.
Ah,
Blacks are known to be needlessly cruel.
and of course that is the one in charge. Great. Although that it does
Yeah.
explain it for a bit.
That explains pretty much everything going on right now.
Or it explains the style that is going on. Is more what I was going for.
What it doesn't explain, thinking about the size of this thing versus the size of the white that hit Gray's Inn.
Mm-hmm.
That was an adult, and there was obviously a parent dragon. One of the ancients is out. First, that's Varidel.
Yeah.
Where are the others?
It's not so much that, it's why is that ancient out
Oh,
when the other one was. I mean, whites are apparently the barbarians of the dragon world. They rage, they get pissed off, they get impatient, they just want to hit something. It's
Yeah.
possible that the reason the white's out is because whatever machinations Tiamat and the rest of them have got going, they need to keep their heavy hitters sweet. So White Dragon got bored.
mm,
So
And they chucked him at the nearest.
and what we have to consider is how long is that going to hold it?
gotcha.
Long until it
Mm-hmm.
We had a hard enough
Shane
time
Staley
with just an
chair.
adult, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be
As
fair
I
though,
tell-
it was an adult in its lair, which again we could have avoided if we'd just seen.
we were still a little overconfident.
Yeah, but at
But-
the same time, these ones we're gonna have to kill, and given that thing could have flown away if it had wanted to,
Yeah.
we have to face the fact that if these things want to get away from us into their lair, we're probably gonna have to follow them anyway, unless we are more clever than they are.
And that,
And given our track record,
combined with the fact that at least one of the remaining problems is another grain,
Well,
just
A more
older,
powerful one.
smarter.
I think we may have to assume that there's parent and child involved here.
mm-hmm.
But that's something that we're going to have to go through that book of your mother's more when we have more time.
Yeah.
Right now, we need to focus on the immediate.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good to keep it at the back of our minds in case we hear something. If they let something slip.
Yeah, we should have let him rant a bit more, but
Well, he said.
He was-
I vaguely recall he said something to Furseth. So something about somebody had the right idea, wiping out your race. I
Wonder whose
wasn't.
idea that.
Well, I would have thought that whoever or whatever that one named that I wasn't really with it at the time. Please keep in mind, guys. But it's another name we're gonna have to look at in a
Mhm.
quieter moment.
right now we all need some sleep. Or so I'm.
She hands over the flask.
Oh,
Pink fluffy land. Survival drink.
and I'll just take like the equivalent of a shot.
Yeah.
And
Here's to us. Passes it around the table.
So not
I'll
dying,
drink to
I
that.
guess.
Happily taking a swig of that.
And lacking anything else, we are pretty much exactly at that time. So, congrats, guys. That
Oh.
was.
That was a rough.
I was a tiny bit more easy on you than I meant to be, but
That was still a obscenely hard fight because that thing outclassed us on
so
many levels.
yeah.
I
Sorry. Sorry
Would it
about
really-
trying to break the counter charm out early. I thought big scary dragon, fearsome, like just
no,
we were like
it
gonna be right off the bat.
actually has to activate it.
Okay,
It
I
kind of wants some of you close enough.
gotcha.
To start
Okay,
slapping.
You see, that's the thing. Some creatures will just have it on automatically. A green dragon is clever enough to lure in your
okay.
melee fighter so they can do the thing with the wings, block off your healers and your ranged attacks with the fucking
Right.
lair actions,
Mm.
and seriously,
Yeah.
the boots of haste and the
Thank
Staff
God
of
for the
healing
haste.
is the only reason you guys
Thank God.
survived even a tiny bit.
That one
Yep.
amazing
Should I roll
round
for
out
the
of
charges
Remy.
for that? Just for.
What?
Should I roll for the charges for that
You-
staff? Because now it's.
Well, we'll roll for those in the morning, like next time around, but just be grateful that when I rolled to see if that thing carked it, got a 16.
Yes, thank the God. That didn't.
But yeah, no. See, I just with some of the big things we fought that had that, it was just sort of there, so that's why I thought. But anyway,
Rule of thumb, Ethan.
ask.
No. If
Oh.
I don't call it, it doesn't exist.
Fair enough.
I'm
Okay.
not like you guys. I don't say, can you just assume I do this every time? I can't get
Right.
away with that. I'm the DM.
Okay. Thank
to be
you.
fair, you can't get away with that either, but I've been nice about it so far.
I'm just surprised it had to be that smart at all. I mean, it would have taken a nat 20 for me to hit it with Eldritch Blast. Because a 19 bounced off. It could just sat there and breathed at us till we were dead. It didn't need to
No.
be smart.
No, because the only recharges on a 5 and a 6. The poison breath. There are things in place to keep that from being a spam attack.
Thank God.
Yeah, because the cone of fuck everything is the cone of fuck everything, as we've clearly noticed.
Yeah, and they have to balance it a little bit.
Yeah, one of its balancing factors, I think, was the lack of its. That it wasn't really all that dexterous because it kept morking on dex saves of all of them.
I think it only failed like 1-2 saves.
Yeah, but of all of the ones, it was dex.
Yeah, but that was that. To be fair, that was largely the rolls, and then there was legendary resistances.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Good night,
Anyhow,
everybody.
Yeah, I'll see you all in 2 weeks' time when you take on the town.